In 2022, 10 of the UK's best PC builders, gamers and streamers battled it out to discover who would be named the Great PC Build-Off Champion. There was blood, there was sweat, there was cake. This year, 10 new hopefuls fancy their chances of being named this year's winner.
I'm so lost and upset and scared.
I am not getting on well.
I've got 18 seconds and I've made no progress.
Something just snapped. Come on, man.
Go on. I did. I haven't plugged it into the button.
Have they got what it takes? Let's find out.
Welcome to the Great PC Build-Off 2023 in association with Intel and ASUS. My name is Adam Savage.
And I am Frankie Ward, and we have brought together 10 of the UK's best gamers, PC builders and streamers for a winner-takes-all PC Battle Royale. Our contestants are going to be taking part in 4 devious challenges set by none other than the UK's favourite... That says favourite, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely spot on.
Did you write that? Did someone...
Moving on, but...
Right,
yeah.
favourite.
OK, great. The UK's favourite PC building expert, Geekawat.
Geekawat, you vault-loving velvet vandal, you. What you got in store for us?
Look, I don't want to say too much, but I spent the last 10 months or so in a dark room devising the most devious challenges for our contestants to really get stuck into.
Makes a change from what he's usually up to in a dark room. He's a really good photographer. I really enjoyed our shoot. It was very tasteful.
Did not have FOMO over missing out on that shoot, no matter how tasteful it was. And I don't have FOMO over not being a contestant this year and hosting it instead, because to be honest, it sounds more intense than ever. Our contestants have to compete in 3 different challenges before the top 3 go through to a final showdown to decide the champion of the Great PC Build-Off 2023.
Who will take home that coveted trophy, the Great PC Build-Off Trophy?
Yes! It's ours, it's beautiful, we love it, but we can't wait to find it a new home.
Now, we also love our contestants, so let's meet them.
Join Mav, Leviathan, Rage Darling, Tech Block, Arky, Kadea, Jasmine, Jordan Ash, Stod, and James Hodges.
Contestants, welcome to the Great PC Build-Off 2023. Now, you may have noticed we're in a studio this year.
This will be the location for all of your challenges.
All of our challenges this year, though, have been devised by a man so cool you could stick him inside your PC instead of a fan. He's really good at blowing. See? It's Geekawat!
Contestants, our first challenge is going to test your problem-solving abilities. You'll be using the Intel Arc-powered NUCs in front of you to stream and record your attempt at a specific mission in Hitman World of Assassination. All of the instructions you need to get started are on the desks in front of you.
Yep, you will be judged on your stream and your recording.
You'll also be judged on how fast you complete the challenge and whether you complete it in the first place.
You are going to have 25 minutes, but this isn't going to be easy. A certain someone, Geekawat here, may have accidentally on purpose muddled up Intel's instructions for you to get your stream up and running.
Accidentally. Whoever comes first will take 10 points, second will take 9, and so on and so forth until 10th place, who will get 1 point and a commiseration cuddle.
Oh, that's nice. Now, differently to last year as well, you will have a lifeline. Ooh. It's not a 50-50, it's not an Ask the Audience, and it is not Phone a Friend. It is instead one of the almighty help tokens. That's right. With these tokens, over the 3 challenges, if at any stage you want one of us to come and help you, all you've got to do is raise your gaming token, please, Frankie, thank you, in the air and say, "Gaming happens with Intel."
You can ask any one of us to come by and help you, and if we can't help you, we can just stop by for a chat.
We also have biscuits. Yeah.
You can only use the coin once, so think very carefully about how and when you want to use it. Everything clear?
Yes.
Good. You have 25 minutes and your time starts now.
To complete this first challenge, our contestants need to stream themselves attempting to stealthily capture a unicorn horn from Dartmoor in Hitman World of Assassination. As well as completing the mission, we'll be judging them on the picture and the audio quality of their stream too.
I see what's happening. Yo, Mav.
I'm stuck as you are, Rage.
Is your left, right, and right, left?
Yes.
Are you lying?
I've already fixed it.
How?
Just go to the menu and look at mouse.
What menu?
They gave us the instructions, and it looked like it was going to be an easy task. It was not an easy task.
Kadir.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah?
Pretty hopped up on caffeine right now.
That's a good thing in many ways.
Way too tall
Okay,
for
so
me.
you've already started setting up your stream here. So what are the first things you're going to notice in terms of things you need to change, do?
Well, the mouse was set up wrong, which was very annoying.
Stupid
But
mouse.
at least that was easy to fix. Couldn't find OBS in the menu for some reason, but at least it's only swapped over with Steam on the desktop.
Okay.
So at least we have OBS open.
That's
We're
good.
getting somewhere. Apparently we have to do this in stealth.
Fellow James, I'm not saying I'm championing you, but good name, it gives you a good start.
I haven't got a clue what's going on. It's a lot of hurdles. I couldn't even get in.
But you're
like,
in
the login screen.
You're in OBS.
I've got that far.
Okay,
I've fixed the camera.
good.
I think, but everything else is upside down,
Right.
apart from my camera.
James, can I just say, that's not upside down.
No, it isn't actually.
No, it's not, is it? No. It's reversed.
It's not right though, either way.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about, what you're expecting from today's contestants? What do they have to do to really impress you?
Now, these guys are all really hardened PC experts, so they shouldn't have any problems getting the stream set up and then using Intel Arc to encode the video. But I've put a few obstacles in there. I've had a bit of a fiddle with the nooks, and they're gonna have to go through and fix some more basic and also some more slightly technical problems to get it working.
As you were, Stod.
Yeah, hi.
Don't mind us just staring, watching you, because you are one of the biggest UK streamers, so you know
I hope so.
You know
So
what you're doing.
expectations are high on
Quite
you for
high,
this
yeah,
challenge, yeah.
for me not to mess it up. My clicks are the wrong way around.
How do you think you could resolve that problem?
In Windows somewhere, but
Not particularly specific.
But you're being judged on your ability to complete the challenge and your speed to execute it,
Yeah.
right? So if you can handle the clicks being reversed, you
I think
don't
that's
have
fine.
to
That's
reverse
what I'm saying. So I'm just going to deal with it. But it is getting confusing a little bit.
Maybe he's so big time these days, we don't see if there's a team off camera who just do all that stuff for him. And he just sits there like a king.
You look like you're on your way.
Hey, homie.
You look like you're properly on the way. And your left-right click is fine?
Yeah, I fixed that as well.
Oh, no, first
We're
one.
on the ball. We're
the
on
first
the
one
ball.
to fix it, I think.
Yeah.
Before Jasmine was a world-famous esports host, she
Sure.
was a tournament admin. So she is used to professional players moaning about mics.
So this is Jasmine's realm.
Fingers crossed. I started things off pretty okay. I fixed a lot of the issues, and then it was just kind of chaos as soon as it came to loading the game.
But you are streaming and recording the game, right?
Yeah, I'm streaming and recording now.
But you aren't yet on the screen of our feeds.
Oh no, hold on a second.
I tell you what, there was a few more little tricks than expected.
Arky, I've noticed you've actually
Yes.
opened up Hitman.
I have.
Are you ready to actually stream Hitman?
I think I am.
Really?
The webcam might not look spot on. The logo's been flipped
So when
round.
you say it might not look spot on, is
Yeah.
that you saying you're going to fix it later, or I'm just not going to bother?
Do we need to fix it?
Yes.
Look, would people still watch this stream? So the judges told me to fix my camera, but I decided to go against it. It was a creative decision to keep myself blue, to retain the Intel brand a little bit more.
What is your intention with this competition?
I'm here to win.
Right, if you're here to win, then
Yeah.
you can't use excuses, because when it comes to the PC building challenge, there might be people who've never built a PC and you built a ton of them.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, 10 minutes down, 15 minutes left to complete the challenge. Get assassinating.
Rage, have you seen James? Rage, look at James.
Mav.
Oh, I just stole that from behind me.
You stole someone else's token? Mate, that's great. You're a smart guy.
I'm a hitman.
You're
I'm a hitman. I
you're
am.
such a hitman. Are you really live?
I'm live. I hit that
Hey!
straight off the bat. We're already live.
My eyes are really blue.
Yes, right.
Like the ocean.
Oh, no.
I stole something from a shelf just for you. I've got you this duck here.
Oh, but that's
that-
me.
Yeah, which I thought was just a mascot.
Well,
And when you look at it, just think, Adam loves me.
What have you done?
Nothing.
in it?
Nothing.
What have you- are you trying to
Nothing.
set me
Just
up?
don't smell it. Hey mate, how's it going? We're gonna stand in high order down like a line.
It's the evolution of gamers.
Yeah, we're like gaming's ABBA. Jordan for me though, like he's playing a game here. I keep looking over. There's something going on. The dark horse like aficionado over there just playing the room. Do you not feel it? There's an energy.
Is this because he's quiet, Adam? He's basically
Yes.
your polar opposite.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
If you are peak gamer, peak PC builder, how are you getting on?
This was what I think where I'm going to struggle, but I've just managed to sort the audio.
And I'm
so-
seeing levels on your screen, so I
Yep.
think you've got that right.
You can wipe the sweat from your brow, my friend.
Contestants, you have 10 minutes to go. We're starting to see some of you are live right now, others who are not. Oh, this is bad. It's not looking good. Get assassinating. Get unicorn horning. It's time to go, baby. 10 minutes. Chop, chop. Out of breath after that. I thought it landed. It landed. It really landed.
I'm in a cutscene, and the cutscene's been going for like 5 minutes.
No.
And there doesn't seem to be a skip button. But it looks like other people in the cutscene, so we're all going to be screwed, basically.
Freelance? What is a freelance mode?
Adam, come here. Right, I found the unicorn.
Let's go.
I just took a maid out.
How did you take the maid out?
I hit with the newspaper.
Classic.
Yeah.
Who's on the front page tomorrow? The maid.
Yeah, the maid, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
Yeah,
I'll work on it. Oh! Yeah, go on, get that horn.
What's he doing?
What's he doing there? Take the horn. Oh, mate, did you get it? Pick up. Let's go. You just horned up big time.
I got out. I'm out. Look at me go, look.
Hide in the basket.
Straight in, mate. I've done it, right? What's the challenge?
Mate, get that horn, sit in a basket, and chill. And you've done that.
Get unicorn horn, sit in basket.
Does this actually say sit in basket?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
They can't see that.
No, you can't see it. Do you know who's clutched up?
That was
Gary.
Me.
Well, you, but also Gary.
Yeah, I didn't have to use one of my 2 tokens either.
On the 2 thing. Shh. But good job.
I'm good to go.
So there's 2 streams missing. Yours is one of them.
I don't know why it's not working.
Because he's a really nasty man.
I started streaming for 10 minutes straight without even realizing that my stream wasn't live. I finally looked over and I saw that there was the timer and the screens, and that's where our streams were supposed to be. That's when I realized that something was very wrong.
5 minutes on the clock. Hurry up. Everyone's watching, including grandparents, children, cousins, and friends of the family. Don't let them down. 4.5 minutes or so to go.
I'm so lost and upset and scared.
I'm hearing on the grapevine you are streaming audio, not video. Get that going.
I've won. I've done it.
No way is map finished.
I'm upset.
I've done it.
There is quite the commotion over here.
That's because I won.
Really?
But you don't know you've won because only he decides that you've won.
Well, I've done everything.
Where are the unicorn horns? Have you got them?
It is not in my persons anymore.
Right.
I did accidentally throw it at someone,
right.
But I did get it.
So can you get it back?
I don't think I can.
But maybe you need to complete the mission.
You might have time to redo the mission. You've got 2.5 minutes left on the clock.
We just need to turn that round, transform, flip horizontal, perfect. Now we're actually playing.
I don't know where a unicorn horn is. You know what, it's fine. That's what streaming is like sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta pretend it's all going fine.
If you need the token, use the token.
I don't want to use it. I don't want to use the token.
Guys. Stop, I'm not seeing a feed from you, man.
No, we have audio, but no video.
Same thing with Tech Block. Exactly the same situation.
What have we missed here?
Good luck.
1 minute to go.
No pressure.
Slash all the pressure in the world.
What have I missed here?
Contestants, you have less than 1 minute remaining. Find that unicorn horn, get the mission finished, and win this challenge.
You got this, guys! I believe in you!
I believe in some of you!
I don't really believe in anybody.
I don't really care.
No,
I don't really care.
Can't lie.
I believe in Santa.
Oh my God, we've got 1 minute. I got no chance.
God, it's getting hot in here, isn't it?
I think that's all we have to do. Can I stop streaming and recording now?
Go to sleep. No!
Got 18 seconds and I've made no progress.
XESS? No, I did that.
And 3, 2, 1, that is it!
Step away from your machines, please. Fingers off keyboards or I'll zap you.
Zap you.
Yes.
That's kind of strong.
It's quite the threat.
Yeah, I'm wearing very static material.
Challenge 1 is complete, and a few surprises in there. I was surprised that not as many of our contestants were as hot off the press, getting things done straight away. There was a bit of hesitance around some of the aspects of it.
Guys, I have the information you desperately want to know on this card, but before we reveal the results, how was that?
Easy. Hard. Really hard.
Mav, you were so confident and you were screaming in the room. You don't know if you've won yet,
Well, I
mate.
won the game. It looked awful, but I won the game.
Yeah, but you had to do the challenge twice because you threw your horn away.
My horn went somewhere it probably should have gone.
Don't be so flippant with the horn. Stod, we saw quite late in the day, actually. I don't think there was actually your feed up on the screen there. Can you walk us through exactly why that was that you failed so miserably in that aspect of the challenge?
I fixed all the settings, but I did the first instruction wrong, which is not change the stream encoder. I started streaming for 10 minutes to no one because it wasn't there.
Kadea, how did you do? Any good? Confident? Not confident?
I got the horn.
You got the stream?
Hey, that's great.
I got the stream, I think, apparently. It took me a long time to realise that we could see if we were streaming or not, so that's nice
that was my
I
problem
was.
as well.
Yeah.
Should we kick things off? We've got the top 5 here, going from 5 through to first place. Okay, so 5th place. Jasmine, 5th place. Hey, don't Jazz. Love that from you.
Coming 5th, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm hoping, though, I can climb on up and maybe get like a 4th, a 3rd. 1st would be perfect, but I don't know whether or not that's going to happen.
Dark horses wise, though, I think maybe Jasmine's one to watch.
Absolutely. I was really technically impressed with the way she worked through the streaming things, and I think the areas where she there were some hiccups in terms of getting it encoded properly. It was one thing she got stuck on. The rest of it was pretty flawless, actually.
4th place. Jordan. Good job, buddy. Good job. Thank you.
In 3rd place, this one, possibly one of the more surprising results. It's Aki!
Hey, I'll take it.
Absolutely baffled by that.
I've been telling you.
Baffled. Okay.
I'll win next time. Yeah, no worries. PC build, right? Yeah, easy.
2nd place. It gives me great pleasure to say that this goes to Mr. 360p, Mav.
Mav, 2nd place. Look, I was going for 10th place, so it's always a win if you go start low.
The bravado is there, feeling confident, oozing it, but a few little slight, misses perhaps, which kind of cost him, but still kind of a competitor to watch for sure.
He does say, though, that he needed to do well in the streaming challenge because he doesn't rate himself for the next challenges, but you never know.
And in 1st place and taking home the bulk haul of the full 10 points from our first challenge is Kadea.
I'm honestly shocked that I managed to come 1st, but that just goes to show that the people that have the most issues with their stream are going to have the best time.
It was a pretty flawless performance across the board. Resolution was right, everything was flipped back the right way round, so it was a much more well-rounded performance, if you will.
So my plan of action, if I do well in the first task, well, it's only going to go downhill from here, so I'm happy to take whatever going forward, and I'm very worried about what they have in store for us.
I think with the next challenge, we're going to see a lot of creativity, and if they're kind of needing inspiration, I think that's where we come in handy.
Oh, but who is the most creative out of the three of us? Who looks the most creative?
Not me.
I am the most creative. Look at this haircut. No one else has this right now because it's not
It
popular.
is fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
It really is. Yeah. Mine just sticks up in the air.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think mine moved.
It's alive.
It's alive.
Interesting.
All right, now your next challenge is going to test your PC building prowess like no other.
You're gonna need to unleash your inner design divas for this one because we want to see flair, creativity, and also we need you to be unafraid of getting a bit mucky, hence the aprons. Geekawat, have you got any last-minute advice for the guys?
Absolutely. Contestants, let me just say that the journey is just as important as the destination. But if your end result doesn't look like something that could boot up and log me on to Intel's Gamer Days, you ain't winning.
You're like a fortune cookie, but with eyes.
Thank you.
I really like you. You can stay. I love you.
No, we'll keep him.
Everything that you need is on the desks in front of you.
We're going to give you 10 minutes to get your head around things and start planning out the challenge. We've even given you a sketch pad for that very task. No expense spared. Once the 10 minutes are up, you'll have 45 minutes to complete the challenge. And don't forget, you've all still got your tokens. So if you do want help at any point, raise it in the air, shout "Gaming Happens with Intel," and select one of us to come and help you slay this challenge. Everyone good? Everyone understand?
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, unbox!
Great, I'm screwed.
All right. When I first opened the box, I was actually really happy. I was pleased that it was clay because I love doing handsy, artisty things. So I was like, yay, something I can actually do.
This year we've gone with clay, which I definitely wasn't expecting today, Geekawat.
And hopefully the contestants aren't expecting it either. And I'm hoping that this challenge is going to allow all of the contestants to get really creative.
When I was younger, I used to do a lot with clay. So I thought when I saw and opened it up, it was like clay. I was like, yes, okay, this could be where I get my points. If any round, it's going to be this one.
Disappointed that it wasn't food. I was kind of hungry at the time. A bit worried as I'm not really a handy man, you know, I'm quite clumsy. Everyone's looking at everyone else.
I'm looking at you.
Don't look at me, I don't know nothing. I drew a box. I don't know why. I just wanted to see whether I could make it look 3D, and I've done it. So I don't know why I haven't even given it a thought what I'm doing yet.
I'm thinking that I'm going to make parts of the PC inside as well.
So, because I think a lot of people are just going to go for the outside. That's why I'm whispering, because I don't want anyone else to hear, because they'll know.
Ooh, oh. As soon as I knew what the challenge was, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And there's so much inspiration around the studio as well. So I like took my sketch pad, like walked all the way around the studio, had a little look to see like what the fans look like on GPUs, because apparently I forgot that. I'm gonna do an Intel Arc PC based off of the PCs we were using in the last challenge.
Kadea, what were you thinking? Feeling the pressure after winning the first one? Do you feel like you've got to win this one or feel easy?
I can chill now. I know full well this is not my strength. I don't know what these do.
Neither do I.
There's some very scary looking, like they look like dentistry tools.
They do.
I've still got those, you know. I'm all good.
So, are we going to talk about the situation?
What that situation?
Yeah,
It's pretty good, isn't it?
We're going to talk about this situation.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Can you explain to me who have you robbed these tokens from? And how much are you going to pay me not to rag you out?
Well, you know what? I'll give you one for the chat.
Are you saying I need help from one of my colleagues?
I feel more confident, actually, because I've seen some of these guys do creative stuff, and I'll be honest, not that great. So I think I'm going to have a bit of an edge on this one.
All right, contestants, you can now start sculpting your designs. Get your hands dirty, please. I want to see some delight on your desk in those 45 minutes.
You are a gem, thank you. Recipe or Jasmine, she needed a hair tie for her hair because her hair was like getting inside the clay and stuff, and I know like you don't want to get clay in your hair. Girls helping girls, right? I can't have a girl like, you know, trying to do arts and craft when she's got hair getting in it. Not expecting anything in return for that, but like, I know that she's good at PC building, so if I struggle and she sees it, maybe she can help me in the final challenge. So I'm like trying to make little baby fans for the GPU. You know, if it doesn't look like a PC, at least I tried. It's more than just a box.
Just making a box and then hoping we can go from there. Hoping that creation will, you know, the creative juices will flow the further I get on, but...
Look at these. These are going to be my two main supports. I just need to make them stand up straight first. And then the PC should stand.
I think we need some like arts and crafts music. Look. Everyone made me feel self-conscious about my box, so I drew a second box. I peaked, yeah. It's all downhill from there. The structural integrity was definitely not there, and that was definitely left at the door. It just didn't want to stay up. It just fell apart, and I was like, well, what can I do with this? And then I just, a different approach, and it didn't work, and just went in circles.
No!
It's a setback, it's a setback, it's a setback. And we're going to start all over again.
CPU. I'll put that there, I reckon. Cool. We've got this. I mean, that one's fallen over like twice, so let's see.
I'm just trying to, that's what I say, keep it simple to start. And I'm just going to take my time and make sure I've got something working first, and then expanding upon that.
Contestants, you've used 15 minutes of your time. You have 30 minutes remaining.
You look adorable, it's an improvement.
Get the kettle on.
I'm a little bit worried that I might have bitten off more than I can chew here, but we'll see. Yeah, I have a decent amount of experience with art. I just don't get to do it very often these days. But I used to make a lot of costumes and stuff.
What are you really trying to accomplish here?
I just want it to look like your bog standard PC, you know, but like with recognizable components.
Bog standard though, Leah.
Well, yeah, with RGB.
Traditional.
Traditional.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, rebranded, traditional, classic.
Traditional, recognizable. So my plan was I was struggling to be creative. I just pictured in my head like just a PC, an RGB PC.
How delicate are you being? Right, that's just happened.
Yeah, get out. You did just jinx it,
I'm gonna back away.
So you're having a few problems trying to get the whole thing to actually stick together.
Would you like some advice?
I would
free.
love some.
Explore the edges of whatever you're trying to, both sides of it, of whatever you're trying to stick together, and then use a bit of the slip. It will stick.
You haven't really used any of the slip so far, have you?
No. The Jordmeister. What is up, my friends?
Been better.
I mean, you've got like what looks like, it looks like a sarcophagus. Is that the vibes? Is it going to be coming that you tilt upwards, or are you going to think it's going to lay flat so that the observer goes, oh, fab, that's fantastic?
No, yeah, laying flat, hopefully. It's going to be more of a creative choice to make it look like the chaos when I build a PC.
Right.
And then hopefully that will be taken into account.
You're going to get like funky with the paints and things as well?
I might do a little bit. I was thinking maybe some of this foil over, like for some fans to give it an RGB effect, but
yeah, take it from us. Like color works wonders.
This is a mid-sized build. We're not even having hard drives. They're just in the motherboard somewhere, and obviously the detail is melting away.
What I really like, actually, as well, that Stod's actually thought about this mirroring as a really banging hamster house. That's what I really like about this as well. You've thought about this,
You
obviously.
could take this home and give it to a hamster and it could live in it.
Or a small gerbil.
Well, it's creative problem solving. I've got a few technical issues here that I've got to work through. Like how to properly suspend a GPU via clay. That might be slightly tricky, so maybe a lying down build would have been smarter, but I'm not a quitter.
By the way, I have touched clay before, so if anyone would like some help from me or either of my 2 assistants, then you still have your tokens to use.
Contestants, you have approximately 900 seconds left, aka 15 minutes to go. Not long. This is your chance to shine.
Contestants, I want to remind you as well, from a judging point of view, I am looking for maximum creativity. You have all the paints, you have all the arts and crafts, use them.
Paint your faces off. Please. Go wild.
At the back, James. You've got to say the phrase.
Gaming happens with Intel.
Yes, it does, my friend.
Get over here.
Who would you like to help?
After that, Frankie, can you help
Frankie,
me out, please?
get in there, Frankie. Frankie's tagging in. Frankie, thank goodness it wasn't me.
I feel like I'm going to learn something from you here because you have used clay before. So what would you like me to help you with?
I'll be honest, the clay part I think is done. It's kind of the finishing touches to give it that extra pizzazz. I got Frankie in, who apparently has a bit of experience in this kind of like medium, so the perfect person to get in. But all they didn't actually use any of the clay. It was just an extra layer of paint that hopefully made it pop at the end.
Also, by the way, I'm meant to be helping you while you get other stuff done, and you're just admiring my work, and I appreciate that, but you seem very relaxed right now.
How long we got?
We've got probably about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The angle was brutalist at first, but I didn't think it'd win me any points. Maybe the judges' decisions were leaning more towards a nice, colourful, something pretty to look at build instead of a concrete and harsh thing to gaze upon.
Yo.
Are you feeling blue? Because my goodness, that is a painted computer case.
I'm feeling blue indeed. I grabbed the tubs of paint and squirted them at the computer. Little did I realise it was acrylic, and now I'm still covered in it.
You can get really abstract and be like, oh, I had a small nick on my finger and the plaster came off, a bit of a red dash.
Oh!
That's where, do you know what I mean? Yeah, the red splodge. I mean, I didn't mean you've cut an artery. Okay. But do you know what?
Yes.
Adds a layer.
Adds a layer. It's creativity.
I like it.
So
I like it.
Structurally all done? Is it just decoration now?
I mean, look inside.
We've got a graphics card section and a motherboard section. All right, have we got time for paint? Let's find out.
Just let me slip like this. We can make a bowl if we play our cards right.
Guys,
Lovely.
there's only 5 minutes to go.
Can we carry on though, or?
I can finish in 2.
Oh, I know you can. I don't doubt it. Everyone, you've got 5 minutes to go. Hurry yourselves along. Don't forget to be creative. We want our minds to be blown even more than mine has by the scene happening at the front of the studio.
We've done well there, mate. We've done really well.
I agree. Totally agree.
Really good. Really good.
If I can get it to stand up, I've noticed that no one else has a tall PC.
Although I do owe that now, you know, to...
Did you just give your coin away?
Would you like me to do your nails?
Yeah.
Just like soak your hands in there.
This is taking a weird turn, isn't it? Voila, manicure, Frankie style.
Nice.
Great.
There we go.
Builders, you only have 1 minute left to go.
It's time to put those all-important final touches onto your creation.
Here we go.
Yep.
I'm trying to make it look pretty.
So I'm going to call it now.
I've got it all in my hair.
Do you reckon I could pass it off as something else?
I think that looks quite good. What do you think? It's supposed to be a fan. You've got to use your imagination a bit when you come to mind, you know?
Trying to get rid of a small accident that happened.
All right, PC builders, your time is now up. Step away from your desks.
I think a nook is probably around about this size. This is a little bit more of a challenge. There's a few structural problems, isn't there, really?
I presume this is some kind of cable that runs inside. It looks like a dog's got a bad tummy.
She did tiny screws.
The mouse is another layer. Another layer. A layer of magnitude on a scale of awesomeness. If that's what you know.
I'm not following.
Right, no. I like it. I really like this. I think the usage of the wiring here is pretty special.
That is incredibly good.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Contestants, there were some really great efforts in there. How did you guys find this challenge?
Oh, it was fun.
Really,
That was brilliant.
The initial concept you made that you drew out, who massively went off the beaten track there and changed things?
I didn't really have a plan, to be fair, just sort of went for it.
Kadea, you went for a slightly different tactic with yours because you sort of did the side, a cross-section of a PC. Talk to us about your design.
Well, because I've not touched clay in about 30 years, I decided I was going to do it like that, cross section, so there's no chance of it falling over.
Are you ready to hear who came first?
Yes.
Who came, got the scores and stuff? Okay.
Absolutely.
Brace yourself. Okay, this is massive. This is huge. Okay, starting in 5th place was Kadea. Well done to you. Well done to you.
That's where I wanted.
Yeah, that's good. Solid, solid. We love that. We love the concept. In 4th place, it's Leah. Well done you.
I wanted to like put a bit more thought into some of the components and stuff, but I think all in all I managed to get done most of what I wanted in the end. A little bit of panic.
In 3rd place is Stod.
Oh,
yes,
I needed this. I needed this.
Guy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good height.
Good height. Great height. Great height.
Thank you. Thank you.
Solid.
It was high.
Well, 2nd place goes to Rage.
Hey, Rage.
Nice. I absolutely loved my build. I think it looks really adorable, and I nicknamed it Nookie, so it's because it's like really small and really tidgy.
Oh, this is it.
And for the unexpected challenge, our star builder is James.
James. Take it. You get a star. Oh.
To be 1st place, it feels good. I get this little star for winning as well. And to be honest, I think this is like the icing on the cake if we were making cakes. In the next challenge, I'll be honest, I'm not going to be anywhere near as confident as I just was. So hopefully the fact I was able to get a good amount of points will make up for probably the lack of points I'm going to get in the next one.
If you didn't get the points you wanted, there is still one challenge to go, and that's of course the iconic PC build. Yes.
Normally, I'm the one doing the PC building, but this time it's your turn to pick up the screwdriver and get involved. That's right, me and my friends at Intel and ASUS are challenging you to build an awesome rig powered by an Intel Core processor. You're going to be up against the clock and competing against your fellow contestants to build the best looking and best performing PC possible. We're after top speeds, fast frame rates, and awesome performance. But it's not going to be quite that simple. You'll have a £2,000 budget to buy all of the parts you need, from the CPU, GPU, motherboard, RAM, and just about everything in between. So what are you waiting for? The best of luck, and I can't wait to see what you pick.
This should be easy.
Let's start this.
I've gone for an i7 CPU.
It doesn't get much better than the ROG Strix B760i.
So I've gone with the i7 13700K.
Oh, what do these numbers even mean?
So my mind went to the 13700K.
We're going to go with the Tough Gaming B760.
It's powerful and it's capable. That's the RTX 4060 Ti. Might be small, but it packs a punch.
So the power supply, a 750-watt one should be just fine.
And case-wise, I've gone for the Corsair 5000D RGB Airflow White.
As if things weren't tight enough already, I think I'm going to put one of the biggest air coolers in there.
The RTX 4070, bit of a game design nerd, so that was right up my street.
I've spent a large amount of my budget so far on making the case look good.
This is gonna look like a disco inside the case, but I'm hoping I can make it look nice and tasteful.
I still think it's possible to build a solid system in 2023 with under £1,000. Let's see.
All right, contestants. Now, in the last round, we had you showcasing your artistic abilities, but in this round, it's all about the technical.
It is time to get your hands dirty by building the fastest, best-looking, and crucially working PC as laid out within the comprehensive rules and budget limitations within the terms and conditions of this competition.
Nice. But contestants, don't get your hands too dirty, as we all know that dirt and dust inside of your components can hamper performance. And we really don't want that in this challenge.
We don't. Geekawat, walk us through the rules of the round.
Contestants, a few weeks ago, I sent you a video outlining the rules of this particular challenge. You have to build the best looking and best performing PC you can possibly manage.
You had a £2,000 budget to build a PC powered by an Intel Core CPU.
You have 2.5 hours to complete your build.
The winner of this challenge will be determined based on 3 key parameters. First, your system's performance in Crossmark.
Then your gaming performance within Hitman.
And then there's the quality, the characteristics, the personality, the looks. Thank you.
It's up to you, really, to decide which one of those is the most important to you, but obviously we're looking for the best all-round build here. Also, you might have noticed that in the Unexpected Build Challenge, James used his help token. The rest of you haven't reached out for that lifeline yet. But if you feel like doing it during this challenge, and I really recommend that you do, all you need to do is hold that token aloft and say,
"Gaming happens with Intel."
And then choose one of us to come and join you at your desk and help you out. Everything clear?
Yes. Good.
Yes.
Okay. So, in 3, 2, 1, build!
Oh my goodness, where do you start? Right, motherboard, all right. Why is that there? I don't even know. So I have this, which is a drawing of like a demon hunter thing. And basically this is gonna be a stencil for my case. My case is the Aerocool scribble case, so the design of it is that you can scribble your own design on it. And so I'm gonna be tracing this on the side of the tempered glass panel. We'll see.
This is a little bit finicky to put together.
I was debating whether to use my token, but
I can help.
But then what, do you get my token?
No, I'll help you for free. What do you need help with? Mav needed some help, bless him, and he's right in front of me, and he's never built a PC before, and I couldn't help it. Like, he had some really basic questions, and I can't build PCs really, really well, but I know some basic knowledge, so I wanted to help him out, because there was just certain things that he just, like, didn't know, so I wanted to help as much as I could. Where's your cooler box?
On the floor.
There'll be an instructions manual.
Oh, I threw that somewhere. Oh, no.
We all kind of just lightly helped each other with just basic questions.
Stop looking at me, I can't open boxes. When it comes to PC stuff, I do read instructions because it's so easy to do just a little tiny thing wrong and then fry a piece of tech. Oh, I forgot I have to actually put this together.
My God, I've screwed something in. Oh, that's took me all this time. Oh. First PC build. I made it 28 years without building a PC, and now look at me.
How do I remove this part of the PC, because that's in the way?
Massage, biscuits, advice, mortgage, help, whatever you need.
I mean, you're welcome to pay the mortgage if you're offering that.
It wasn't part of the deal. You had a great second challenge earlier on. I mean, are you kind of going confident into this? Was this always a challenge you thought, this is going to be the tricky one for me? Was this one that you felt?
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea what the earlier challenge was going to be, so I'm so glad I managed to get all the points I did.
Nice, mate.
And yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm probably banking on the earlier challenge.
Well, because you used your token.
I know, and all I did was get Frankie to paint the top of the thing. I should have used it now and been so much wise about it.
But prior to this challenge, no one else used a token, so think about the points on offer in this challenge. Everyone's going to use it for this.
Yeah.
I think you made the smart decision, using it in a previous.
Had the PSU in the wrong way, so now it's the right way.
This is a lot bigger and a lot more colourful than I thought it was going to be, I'm not going to lie. Not happy about it.
Did you have to bend the metal?
I've literally removed anything I can.
I can't though, I'm not strong enough. Do we have pliers? Can I get some pliers? I'm gonna have to bend the metal. None of the ones that I have fit this screw. Like, I feel like I'm being really silly now. Gaming happens with Intel. Please can I have some help? Geekawatt, where are you? Send help.
Explain the problem.
So my I/O shield is blocking it from going all the way through.
So you've got a micro ATX motherboard. Your case supports a full-size ATX motherboard, so this is definitely going to fit.
Yeah.
But let's have a look. So the problem that we have is that inside your case, there is a lip just here, which is your I/O shield lip. But because your motherboard has got here a built-in rear I/O shield, the two appear to be clashing. So what I'm going to try and do to help you with your ALP token is bend the case to make the motherboard fit.
Do you need these?
Oh,
Finally! All right, yeah.
My work here is done.
All right, I'm gonna let you do that. You're
Do you
a lot
want me to
stronger
do
than
it?
me.
Yeah?
I use my help token. I might as well just let you do it.
This is what we call taking best advantage of the Gaming Happens with Intel token.
Which is the
Right,
next
so
best
Jasmine, I've dissected the motherboard.
Yes.
And in theory now, without causing too much carnage, this should fit. Oh, look at that. It fits.
Thank you.
I hope that was okay.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you so much,
No
thanks.
problem.
Gaming happens with Intel.
Kadea, what's going on?
The one piece that I've never used before, and I ordered a radiator that's slightly too large. It doesn't mount on the top.
I've got good news for you.
What?
We can get it to fit.
Okay.
And it's not going to take too long. So you see here, there's a hard drive cage. So if we unscrew the hard drive cage, then you'll be able to put the radiator in. Then you see there are 4 screws here?
Yes.
So unscrew those 4 screws, your hard drive cage will pop out and the radiator will go behind. Good luck, I think you're on the right track.
The motherboard's in, RAM's in, CPU's in, the hard drive's in, graphics card isn't touched yet.
People said read the instructions to solve it, but it's making me more confused.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you. You've had 1 hour already. And there is 1 hour 30 minutes to go. It's very flirty, Roger. It's strange. Oh, little kiss. That's weird.
Gaming happens with Intel. Can I have Geekawatt, please? Help me.
Leah, what's happening? Talk to me.
I'm having so many issues with my water cooling. So I tried to install it, and I tried 2 different configurations, but this is just too big.
So it's looking good so far, though. I like the case, good choice.
Yeah.
I'm not really having your problem, I'm just admiring your build. So you've tried to install it at the top.
Yes.
It says no bueno.
No.
Have you tried at the front?
Well, so there's already fans there, so I don't, is that legal? Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So what you can do, if we look at your radiator, so you kind of have installed the fans wrong, but this will actually work really well for the fans that you already have at the front.
Right, okay.
So if you take the front panel off, which I don't actually know how to do on this case.
I was trying to figure that out.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, there you go.
That was nice and easy. Then what you can do is unscrew these fans, and you can put the radiator there like that. But before you do that, have you got your graphics card out the box yet?
No.
We need to check it's going to fit.
Okay.
And you've gone for a 4070?
Yes, 47.
Cool, and you went for the 13700K.
Yes,
So that's good, because the 13700K is a really great shout, because you get all the performance cores needed for gaming, the efficiency cores that you need for those background tasks. It's also probably slightly overkill for gaming alone, so if you're going to do some streaming.
And that was my plan for the build, was I want to do everything. I want to do graphic design, I want to do editing, I
Okay,
want to
cool,
do streaming,
yeah.
I want to do
And you
gaming.
don't, you know, as much as an i9, an i9 is great for that, the i7 also ticks that box, so good choice. So unscrew these fans from this side, then
Screw
keep
that
them in, add the radiator behind, GPU in, you're golden.
Right.
Good
okay.
luck.
Thank you. Hallelujah.
How important is it to screw in the CPU cooler properly?
Something just snapped.
Come on, man.
That factory fresh feeling.
Stop.
Stodmeister General.
Hello.
How are we?
I was doing all right. Everything was fine, but now I can't work out how to attach my cooler to the motherboard.
The age-old problem.
A lot of people have been having issues with their brackets, but a lot of people have also attached it before they put their motherboard into the case. What was you thinking there?
Not much thinking, clearly, because I should have thought about doing that maybe before. But then again, in order to actually get, well, Yeah, I've not thought about it very much.
I did it this way last year, don't worry.
Well, there you go.
How did you get on last year?
It turned on.
It turned on?
It turned on.
Yeah, I finished my build on time.
What a result.
It just didn't look very nice because I spray painted it.
I thought it looked lovely.
Right.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm the only one that thought that, but I thought it looked lovely.
I wanted to cut the budget in half, and I wanted to make a PC that's functional. It looks really good, well, to me personally anyway, and yeah, it's something that'll work well in daily life. I've turned it on, it all works, which is a great sign. So now I'm just going to refine the cable management and tidy it up a little bit before buttoning it all up and then getting onto the software side of things. I chose the Intel Arc GPU because I was trying to spec a semi-budget conscious build to show that what's possible, like under £1,000. I'm not sure if price to performance will come into the judging. I hope it does. If it does, mine might be considered.
Getting devices ready. Lovely. PC build off.
All right, contestants, you are halfway through your builds. Who'd like more time?
Yeah.
Don't be greedy gumdrops. It's not going to happen. You've got an hour and 15 left. Come on.
Ooh, gumdrops. Have we got those?
Literally, I have tried to do as little cable management as possible. I hate it.
I just threw everything down. I was like, I'll know what's what. I have no idea what's what.
Gaming happens with Intel. I can't get this out, look.
You didn't take anything out from the case before you started your build. Okay, what exactly did you want my help with?
To get the fans all in.
Lift up the case.
Yeah.
Lift up the case.
But the mother was going to fall out, so let me take it out.
This is kind of PC building 101, is you haven't taken off this side of the case. Now, if you take off this side of the case, you will be able to take out the paraphernalia in the paraphernalia.
What's that?
It basically means bits. Now, I thought that you'd already opened up this panel. I couldn't work out why you couldn't get it out, but it's a really simple solution, which is you haven't taken out the brackets for your hard drives or obviously your PSU. Your motherboard doesn't necessarily help you that much in terms of knowing where to go. You need a magnifying glass to essentially identify where you want to put things. So obviously there's 4 pins on that, and if you look really closely in there, you'll see tiny, tiny writing, and that will tell you. The other piece of advice I will give you is just take a look at your motherboard before you screw in more elements so you can just see where things need to go.
Yeah.
Okay?
So plug it all in before I screw it in.
You definitely want to screw the fan in.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm going to keep this forever.
The beginning was a bit rough. I didn't quite have enough RGB in there. I just sort of went all in for the performance side of things. Hello.
We are up and running, baby. What?
The first benchmark's on its way. Just tidying things up. I've moved my monitor, building an entire setup here.
What I'm loving is how giddy and happy you seem. The last couple of challenges, you've been a bit like, what am I doing? But this is like, this is my house. This is my house.
Finally.
I have heard you say, though, that you don't think that you've gone for the best looking build.
Yeah.
That's one of the criteria of the challenge, but I actually think this looks good. Why don't you think it's aesthetically that pleasing?
Well, normally I have a whole lot more RGB in there, but my budget's sort of been pushed towards the performance side of things. I've spent, I think, half my budget on the graphics card, got a 4070 Ti in there, and then an i5.
Why would you not go for an i7 to try and match that graphics card a bit more?
I wanted to. However, the budget and everything couldn't quite squeeze it in.
This is a fantastic CPU.
It's good.
But you've got potentially a slightly more powerful graphics card, and so normally I would expect to see that with an i7 or an i9.
Yeah, that's a bit of a concern for me as well. I found some spare RGB fans, so managed to get them installed just in time. I think now I've got the performance and the looks, and fingers crossed, a good end result.
Hello, mate.
Oh, you're under the table. Heavens above, I thought you'd disappeared.
How's it going?
Gone for a siesta. I mean, Windows.
Yep.
Computer. Finished.
A few teething problems, but it seems to be okay.
A few teething problems. Mate, that is immaculate. Look at the back of that. Mate, you have outdone yourself here.
It's all right, isn't it?
That is actually quite sensational. It makes me
better than I
happy.
thought, actually.
So talk me through. Talk me through the parts. We've got obviously plenty of time. So what's inside? give me the lowdown.
So I've gone for the 13700K.
So i7 13700K.
Yep.
Cool.
We've got the ASUS 4070. I've got some 6400 megahertz RAM.
Mate, this is clean.
In contrast to the earlier challenge, it was worlds apart. Being able to take the things that already look nice and just put them together, tidy it up, is just, you know, worlds apart from what I did before.
I am filled with joy, Jordan.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you a handshake. I love it.
The James
Keep
hu-
it
the
up.
James
Keep it
handshake.
up, man. That's amazing.
Thank you, man.
So clean.
Yes. Hopefully it'll pay off in the results.
Lovely.
Chocolatey fingers.
Contestants, you have 45 minutes remaining.
That's right. Not 46, not 44. Clean your ears out, people. The man said 45.
Yeah.
Slow progress. I didn't quite realise how much cable I had to get through. It's a very tedious and slow process.
Don't forget, you've got less than 45 minutes, but many of you still have your Gaming Happens with Intel token, and you can request some assistance.
Gaming happens with Intel. I had my hands full. I was trying to make something else as well. I knew exactly what the problem was. I just needed somebody else to press the keys for a second. I am building a remote PC switch on site. 3D printed case here, artisan handmade keycap, and a petrol switch for it too.
Wow, so what do you actually need to do? I wasn't listening.
I want you to just boot to BIOS and disable rapid storage because it's blue screening. So I explained the problem to GeekWatt, and then he just pressed a few keys for me and left me be again. You know.
Boom! Fixed it!
Oh, my
Nice
man.
one.
Thank
Good work,
you so
my friend.
much.
Good work, my friend.
Appreciate
Enjoy.
it. Lovely.
Gaming happens with Intel. Please.
I'd asked a question originally about how to actually get my GPU mounted on my case. I thought that I couldn't do it.
Usually you have screws, right, to take off these to be able to mount your GPU?
Yes.
I have no screws. Does that mean I have to vertically mount my GPU?
Technically, you'll be
You're
fine.
just bending them.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Please
So
don't tell me.
You literally just bend them out. Here we go. Give it a wiggle. Let's see if I can give it a wiggle.
No.
Job done. I might have taken out the wrong one, but I've taken out. It's not going back in now.
I didn't want to break it, so
And
I
then
didn't do it.
Screws-wise, you'll get some with your case, or they also the power supply screws work.
Oh man. Okay.
See, nice and
Yeah,
easy.
Thank you. That was such a waste. I mean, thank you.
Turns out you just break the PC case and you just snap off part of the grid. I didn't know.
Hey, Rage, I think you might need this more than me. Go on.
There was one really sweet moment where TechBlock gave me his Intel chip to get some more help because he felt bad about it.
No,
There you
keep
go.
it. I can't.
No, it's all it's all yours.
You made me cry, man.
You're good.
Oh.
Honestly, it was so touching, like I almost cried.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know if I'm just missing certain cables or what.
I've got so many cables and don't know where they go.
Contestants, you have got 30 minutes left. Just 30 minutes remain to get your PCs built and into Windows.
Yeah, what he said.
Gaming happens with Intel.
How are we, Rach? How's things going?
Okay, I have a question for you.
Go on.
How do I plug everything into the motherboard?
Right, that is quite a big question.
Yeah, I know.
I can give you the important answer.
Okay.
So, the truth be told, you don't need to plug everything in right now to get a fully functioning PC that's going to boot and be benchmarkable for this challenge.
Yep.
I have got some bad news.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry, Rage. It's just that you're going to have to take out the radiator in order to put the CPU power cable in. I'm really sorry. You might be able to shimmy it over a bit.
Okay.
But I would advise removing it. I'm sorry, Rage.
So 20 minutes, right?
It's enough time.
I have
Just
to
about.
make a crucial decision.
Which is?
Do I do that and spend the next 20 minutes trying to get a PC that maybe turns on?
Right.
Or do I say no and stencil my tempered glass? Because
So
that was all I wanted to do.
So you've purchased a case that is stencilable, is that right?
I built my entire design around creating a custom
design using the tempered glass. That's what this case is. It's the scribble case. You can scribble anything you want on it. And that was my whole premise of my design. So do I fob off a working PC and make it so that it looks good, or do I try to get it working?
If you don't think you've got enough time to get it working, then absolutely try and be best of the rest. But the criteria of this challenge is a working PC, so I can't make that decision. But I am going to wish you luck, and I'm going to leave you because you are a bit low on time.
Thank you.
Contestants, only 15 minutes to go. Make sure screws locked in, things turned on, Hitman ready to roll because you don't have long left. The final furlong, it's here. You got this. We believe in all of you. Chop, chop.
I am not getting on well, I'll be honest.
We've got lights. We've got red.
Oh
My
my
God, we
no.
have lights.
Oh my goodness. It's all
Right, here we
happening.
go. Ready?
Yeah, go on. Go on.
I did. I haven't plugged it into the button.
Do you need a hug to keep you going? Okay.
You've got this. I know how you feel.
I think that's pretty much all the fans swapped out.
Something's gone wrong, and it's not enough time to troubleshoot, really.
Never seen one of these in my life. It still doesn't turn on.
There is a lot of cable, so much for a nice, tidy build.
Contestants, just 5 minutes remain. 5 minutes of the PC Build Challenge.
Cool.
It's turning on!
All good.
If I cover this with stickers, they won't know that it's not turning on.
I think we're in a good point. Hello.
I just heard you quietly say, I think we were at a good point. I would be so happy right now.
I think that means it's finished. Let's get some games going.
Contestants, time is up.
Please step away from your builds.
And stop crying. It's okay. It's just computing.
This is stressing me out. Okay.
I put everything together, I think maybe in about an hour or so. Booted up just fine after a few technical problems, but managed to get them resolved. Booted up into Windows, and then I was like, all right, now what?
I got to do what I wanted to do, which was the design on the tempered glass case. I got to do my little Demon Hunter design, which is what I really, really wanted to do. Does the PC boot? No. But did I have fun? Yeah. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I'm really proud of it. I'm happy. I hope mine might be considered. If it's raw performance, obviously I spent half the budget, so trying to find something that's going to compete with, you know, a £2,000 PC for £1,000 is going to be quite challenging.
There's a lot of stickers.
Panel.
Yeah. A lot of stickers.
There's a very vibrant side panel. Look at that. I think it's pretty spectacular.
I actually really like it.
The latest Gen i5s are really, really great if it's gaming that you're after. So is he going to lose a bit of performance for video editing, rendering, streaming? Absolutely. But for gaming, that CPU isn't going to cause a problem. I think the part selection is good.
Can I just say I'm a little bit bored by it?
Marvellous. Unanimous.
God bless the
9.5.
half point
Yeah.
scores. Well, contestants, challenge 3 is done and dusted. Can I just say, first and foremost, give yourselves a big round of applause. It is not easy. It is not easy building a PC.
Arky, I want to look at your build. You went a slightly different route to everybody else. Say you took a risk.
I did.
And can you explain to everyone how much money you saved from the available £2,000 budget?
Yeah, so half the budget. I wanted to show that it was possible to build a decent spec computer that would perform well on a decent budget.
Jordan, wow. I mean, like, wow.
Thank
Talk
you
to
very
me. What did you do? How did you get there? Talk to me.
Spent like 2 hours planning it, basically. Just all came down to planning. Just a couple of accents in there, some white extensions, just LEDs of white as well, just to kind of contrast the black of the inside of the case.
Lots of lifelines used, and necessarily so.
Yeah, I think the contestants kept me quite busy during the 2.5 hours. There were a few sort of cooler install issues, PCI bracket issues. Leah, talk to me about some of the problems you faced early on.
Yeah, so I was like feeling great because I got my my hard drive completely fine. My M2 drive was perfect. My RAM went in perfectly. My processor went in. I was like, yeah. And then I tried to put the cooling in, and yeah, and it just would not top mount. So if I could go back, I'd maybe get a different case, a bigger case where I could top mount it because I'm much more comfortable doing that.
Mav, there was quite a few tricky things for you, and you know what? You've never built a PC before, and sometimes these shows are about the journey that we go on as opposed to what's at the end. But at the end of your journey, have you learned about where things go in a PC case?
I learnt to follow the crowd. When I used my lifeline, I felt bad that you hadn't had a single person ask for your help. So I did. I did. I said,
I think it was definitely more me
I said,
than Frankie.
I said, you know what, Frankie? You can help me. Bad decision. Very bad decision.
Can we talk about the fact that I actually spent a lot more time with you than I probably should have then?
It was more of the sense of the substance of the conversation wasn't that good.
Should we talk about what that substance was?
He's
the
ruthless.
man.
He's ruthless.
You want to see ruthless? The man had not taken off the other side
No.
of the case, so he still had things like the hard drive brackets and bits of information stuck
Cardboard.
in the CPU, in the PSU socket that he couldn't get out. When I came over to him, he was trying to drag them out the back hole.
I couldn't see it. It wasn't a problem.
And James, you and we had a great time.
Yeah, because I had no idea that's what it was going to look like, I'll be honest. I didn't know the size of the case. I probably should have looked at that. It came out so much smaller than I thought it was going to. And I started to look at the size of the pieces I had. I was like, there's no shot. No chance it's going in. There's some situations that literally like 2 millimeters and it fits because of that 2 millimeter gap.
Yeah.
I've just about made it work.
It's a good feeling as well.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Performance-wise, it's a shower.
Ooh, that's good.
There you go. We should talk about who came first in our third challenge. Maybe the top 5 once again. Do you want to kick us off there, Geeko, in 5th position?
Absolutely. Now, starting our top 5 in 5th position is Arky.
Well done, Arky. Well done, Arky. GG's, baby.
In position number 4 is Mr. Tech Block.
Very good. Oh, no, Tex. Yes.
Beautiful work. In 3rd position, it's Dodd.
Good job, buddy.
Yes. And in 2nd place, it's our shower, James.
Yes, James.
Let's go.
Which means that in 1st place, with a clean PC build, it's Jordan! Yay! Yes, Jordan, yes. Well done, well done.
There are only 3 spots in the finals. Are there any front runners in your mind?
I was impressed with Tech Block's build. I thought Tech Block's build was very good. Same with Jordan's. I also think Leah, for example, and Kadea have been pretty consistent throughout. But of course, it does rest on all 3 challenges, not just the PC building. So that's where the interesting bit comes in.
Tech Block didn't necessarily have the best time in the 1st and 2nd challenge.
No, but what he perhaps lacked in 1 or 2 of the challenges, he certainly made up for in this one. I really, really liked his system. I really felt out of all the contestants, I did feel for Kadea a little bit because the build, it was the most technically put together of those that weren't quite over the line. You know, the part selection was good, the case choice was good, nice CPU, good graphics, the thing was built. I think she just needed a bit of time to have a bit of a play and get that thing booted.
Well, boys, I think we've kept them waiting long enough. Shall we go and reveal our 3 finalists?
Absolutely.
Let's go and do it.
We're going to break some hearts. I'll get the tissues.
Good idea.
It is time to reveal the finalists of the Great PC Build-Off 2023. In no particular order, the finalists are...
Going to be revealed on the next episode. It's a cliffhanger.
Shocking.
Who says there's no jeopardy in competitive PC building? Am I
Not
right?
me. Not me, that is for sure. So join us next time for the final when we will be crowning the winner of the Great PC Build-Off 2023.
Next time on the Great PC Build-Off 2023, find out which of our contestants will go through to the final, where whoever wins out will be named champion of the Great PC Build-Off 2023. And that's not all, as all of our contestants face bonus challenges, which will test their skill, ingenuity, and courage under pressure. Make sure that you do not miss it.